If you're once in this olive business, you'll soon recognize that there are many different species. So many varieties. Let's see what we have. We have 4 lutes and we have 59 Tischelings. And we have no Sicilians, but I like that they cut off the head and that's Sicilian. There are a lot of differentiations between those two. The shape, the flesh, the flavor, the stone, the taste, the usage. It's completely different. You have to know that. You have to know a lot if you want to do something that is really changing things. We put in a lot. We put in knowledge. We put in passion. That's very important. That's with olives the same as with communication. This is what we do there. It's very archaic. It's a very down-to-earth business. We are very good grounded there. And this is our neighbor. He uses a machine to get the olives from the tree. It looks great. You can feel like a marine if you're using this super gun. There are others. They even use bigger machines. But we think machines are bullshit. So what we use is our hands and our brains. What do I want to say? I want to say brains are better than machines. In other words, CSE beats SEO. SEO, everyone knows what that means. CSE is not Christopher Street Day, but is Chief Strategic Director. That's Andreas, my partner. He even speaks to the olives, which makes them grow faster. Everything is well considered in our agency. Everything is 100% handmade. And that's very important. It's worth it. That's the result. Selected olives. There are a small number of leaves, no sprigs. With a machine, impossible to be done. It's pure quality what we have in the end. And quality is our responsibility. This looks like quality, but I show you that's no quality because there have been already the olive fly. The olive fly is covering the south of France. Well, that's what happens with the olive fly meets the olive. To avoid this, you have to kill that, or even better, kill that. So there are so many things ruining quality. So you all have to be strong and root killing this. Zero tolerance in respect of quality. That's very important to us. So we kill them. Think where you can kill the things killing quality. And I think that's very important. That's where it all starts. We are very strong, even with our clients, because we think it helps. In the results, that's 1 year, we have around 200 liters. What can we do with that? We can produce the best olive oil, because no leaves, no sprigs involved. We can use it as confiserie, we can use it as tapenade. Just throw them on your pasta, delicious. Or drop them in your martini. So many things we can do. And at this level, it's very important to know that we also include partners. We don't think that we are the ones that know how the world turns all by ourselves. So we meet at the island level with each other. For example, if we want to produce tapenade, we know that we will be the ones bringing the olives in. But the anchovies that we need, there will be someone else who is very good with anchovies. And there's one who brings in the capers and one who brings in the garlic. In the end, it should be the best tapenade at all, and that's it, what we're looking for. So every client gets what he deserves, even if that includes a little bit of pressure to bring him to the solution that helps him best. And those are some of the clients we are serving. And when the day is done, this is the product we have in the end. That was 205. 206, the olive fly was quicker than we were, and 207, that's the product, 208, and that's 209. I'll hand one over to you, whoever would like to have one. That's the perfect oil, the best oil you can get. Yeah, the lady, thank you. And besides that, I'd like to start a short movie about Heimat, because that's an example we like very much. Thank you.
Heimat, make it your project. Heimat is a DIY specialist with over 130 DIY stores in 9 European countries. positioned itself as the #1 store for DIY projects. The difficult economic year 2009 posed a special challenge to Hornbach's positioning. The big projects Hornbach stands for, such as renovating a bathroom or building a terrace, were in danger of being postponed because in economically unstable times, consumers tend to shy away from high-cost investments. That is why our main objective was to prevent a sales collapse due to Hornbach's project positioning. Obviously, simply asking people to build things wouldn't do the job. For this reason, Hornbach focused on creating a DIY project movement. A movement designed to inspire all of Western Europe and get their minds off the crisis. For that reason, a crucial factor in the development of this campaign was consumer psychology, particularly how people feel exposed and powerless in the face of a global crisis. This became the central insight for the campaign. DIY projects offer consumers a chance to combat their feelings of powerlessness because they empower themselves by taking matters into their own hands. The idea, an anthem on taking action, linked to the appealing message, make it your project. We got the ball rolling with Dadaist-style live performances in major cities, which were spread on the internet. Next step was starting the anthem print and TV campaign to let the message reach a broader audience.
The victory from defeat, the old bench, the broken bank, the money, the cliche, make it your project. The dream, the forgotten dream, the ultimate dream, the reality, the other reality, the absurdity, make it your project.
No stone was to be left unturned, and all European Hornbach markets tuned in.
Zoologie! Det stora, det lilla, returen, naturen.
Alongside the TV commercial designed to emotionally charge the public in a more abstract way, the online campaign turned the idea into a practical approach. Hands-on, people were asked for concrete ideas about taking action. Hornbach launched a contest where everyone could submit the craziest idea about their very own personal project. It seems like Hornbach has managed to pinpoint people's emotional state like no DIY store ever before. Despite the crisis, Hornbach was able to increase its sales in the most important market, Germany, by 2.8% during the campaign. The average growth of all Western European Hornbach countries even amounted to 5% in this period. Due to the Make It Your Project campaign, Hornbach won millions of new customers throughout Europe. Market research was conducted in the markets Germany, Netherlands, and Switzerland. It showed that Hornbach was able to clearly set itself off from the 3 leading competitors in each country. The number of those who had purchased something at Hornbach within the last 12 months increased by 18%, while competitors' penetration was reduced by 2 percentage points. Beyond doubt, the Hornbach brand became leading edge. The public clearly recognized Hornbach's courage in being the first and probably only voice to be raised against the crisis. The number of those answering Hornbach advertising is something people talk about shot up almost 30%, while the competition lost ground. This is also documented by the overwhelming response in the media. 116 blogs and no less than 5 popular TV stations snapped up the anthem to taking action and gave it their own creative spin.
Der Friseur, was man möchte, was man haben könnte, mach es zu deinem Projekt.
Die schönen Werke, die kleinen Zwerge, die Kreativität, die Destruktivität, mach es zu deinem Projekt.
Das Eis, der Stiel, der Untersetzer, mach es zu deinem Projekt.
The news magazine Focus was one among many to lavish 2 double-page spreads on the campaign. Everyone recognized a deeply philosophical element in DIY. Factoring in the Europe-wide contest, the media value of the campaign coverage reached about 1.5 million euros. The Europe-wide contest for the craziest DIY projects brought the spirit of the campaign to the real world. More than 1,000 teams from 7 European Hornbach countries became participants. With the support of Hornbach, catchy projects like the Senior Citizen Playground in Sweden came about, as did the first lighthouse in the mountains of Austria, or the roof-slat forest in Germany, among others. Another example was the inner-city cow watching right in the heart of Berlin. With the Make It Your Project DIY movement, Hornbach made itself unique. Now more than ever, the Project DIY store stands for passion, know-how, and quality. Market research studies show that Hornbach also won people's hearts in droves. The number of those naming Hornbach as their favorite DIY store grew by an incredible 20% in the campaign period. Meanwhile, the top competitors lost an average 3% of votes, which apparently went straight to Hornbach. In the end, the Make It Your Project campaign made Hornbach the triumphant victor of the 2009 crisis year. And that is why the DIY brand was honored by the German and the European Emmys. Who would have dared to expect all this? That is why we want to end this film with the following message from everyone out there.
Make it your project.
Thank you.
Share your photos with friends on Facebook. Augmented reality plus virtual goods equals real rewards. Start your goal runner.
So you can see